Now, one area among many that may be affected by a Trump presidency is the Middle East peace process. Donald Trump has suggested the US embassy in Israel could be moved to Jerusalem, which would be highly controversial. Meanwhile, representatives of more than 70 countries and international organisations have met in Paris to discuss peace in the region. But neither Israel nor the Palestinians were at the summit. Hugh Schofield reports from Paris.
A Middle East peace conference, but without the hostile parties. Some said it was a talking shop, but not the French organisers. For them, it's more urgent than ever to push Israel and the Palestinians in the direction of face-to-face talks.
De nombreux intervenants aujourd'hui n'a rien perdu de son importance symbolique.
This conflict, and it was said by many speakers today, is highly symbolic. It goes way beyond its borders. It runs the risk of making this conflict worse, as it would give a gift to extremists all over the world.
The communiqué called on the parties to reaffirm their commitment to a two-state solution and not to take any unilateral step that might endanger future talks. The implicit criticism was of Israel and its policy of settlements in the Palestinian West Bank. And so predictably, Israel's reaction was blunt. The conference, said Prime Minister Netanyahu, was an attempt by France and the Palestinians to build an anti-Israel coalition. But the world, he said, was changing. Soon it would look very different. Indeed, the real talking point in Paris was the big change about to take place in Washington. John Kerry was there for the outgoing US team, but from Friday it's the incoming Trump administration, pro-Israeli in a new kind of way, that calls the shots. Donald Trump's promise to move the US embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, breaking with decades of US policy, had delegates in Paris rattled, though in the end caution prevailed and they did not mention the issue in their communiqué. In the end, then, not a huge amount achieved in Paris, except perhaps for a signal sent that whatever the changes that are coming, most countries still believe in the existing blueprint for peace in the Middle East. Hugh Schofield, BBC News, Paris.
You're watching BBC News. Stay with us if you can, still to come.